In the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verses 1 through 6, we are introduced to the sacred rhythm of offerings. The Lord commands Moses to instruct the Israelites on the offerings to be made on the first day of the 7th month. This day is to be a day of rest, a sacred assembly commemorated with trumpet blasts. The offerings include a burnt offering of a young bull, a ram, and 7 male lambs a year old, all without defect. These offerings are accompanied by grain offerings and a sin offering of 1 male goat. This passage reminds us of the importance of setting aside time for rest and reflection, acknowledging God's provision and grace in our lives. Continuing in Numbers 29, verses 7 through 11, we encounter the Day of Atonement. This is a day of humility and repentance, marked by a sacred assembly and fasting. The offerings include a young bull, a ram, and 7 male lambs, along with their grain offerings and a sin offering of 1 male goat. This passage calls us to examine our hearts, seek forgiveness, and renew our commitment to God. It is a powerful reminder of the grace and mercy available to us through sincere repentance. In verses 12 through 16, the focus shifts to the Festival of Tabernacles, a time of joyous celebration and thanksgiving. This festival lasts for 7 days, beginning on the 15th day of the 7th month. Each day involves specific offerings, including bulls, rams, and lambs, along with grain and drink offerings. This festival is a time to rejoice in God's blessings and provision, celebrating the harvest and the abundance of life. It encourages us to cultivate a spirit of gratitude and joy in our daily lives. As we move to verses 17 through 31, we see the detailed instructions for the offerings during the Festival of Tabernacles. Each day has a specific number of bulls, rams, and lambs to be offered, decreasing in number as the days progress. This structured approach to worship highlights the importance of order and intentionality in our spiritual practices. It teaches us to approach our faith with dedication and purpose, ensuring that our worship is meaningful and heartfelt. Finally, in verses 32 through 40, the passage concludes with the offerings for the 8th day, a closing assembly. This day is a solemn occasion, marked by a sacred assembly and the offering of 1 bull, 1 ram, and 7 lambs, along with their grain offerings and a sin offering. This conclusion emphasizes the importance of closure and reflection in our spiritual journey. It reminds us to take time to reflect on our experiences, learn from them, and carry forward the lessons we have gained.